Good morning, Poppa-D riders, man. It's the end of our weekend here where me and Wood invited folks to come ride with us up in the mountains of North Carolina. We've had a great, awesome weekend. We stayed here at the Two Wheel Lodge. It's a motorcycle resort. Nothing fancy. Clean room, a bed with a pillow to put your head on it, air conditioned, bathroom, a little refrigerator in there. Every room has a little garage with it, which is really cool. We got a pavilion way down there in front of that camper. You can have cookout or just a place to gather if it's raining. We all last night just kind of sat around in these chairs right in front of one of the rooms in the upper tier of these buildings here and just reminisced over the weekend. Yesterday went out and saw some beautiful waterfalls. The morning started off great, man. Beautiful weather. And then after we did our lunch stop, it had started drizzling before, man, but we hit some heavy torrential rain and had to ride back in that. So we didn't get to go to Fontana Dam yesterday, and I had told a couple of these guys, promised them I'd get them out to a certain spot. And so this morning, there's a group of us getting together, and we're going to ride out over to the challenge point spot of the Hills Motorcycle Resort and over to Fontana Dam. There's another place, and you get these challenge points for the state if you're a hog member. So we'll go to those specific spots and take pictures. Anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm just wrapping up the weekend and headed home, but it has been an awesome time and amazing how God blesses you. I left one thing out. So, God blessed us by giving us great weather. I mean, yeah, we had some rain, but for the most part, great weather. God bless us with everybody getting here safely, and we're praying everybody's getting home safely. But Bo and Karen, they live over in Newland. They have a friend, actually, she has a restaurant here in town, not normally open on Sunday. And we were going to sit out under the pavilion last night and just kind of fellowship, have dinner or whatever else out here in the heat, humidity. This young lady opened her restaurant up and had just a special party for us last night. And that was just awesome. So if you're ever in Robbinsville, check out the Two Wheel Inn, obviously. But check out the Willow Tree Inn restaurant. Man, you will not regret it. Awesome food. Classically trained chef. Farm to table food. Check it out. It is excellent. Okay, guys, let's get into this video. All right, guys, everybody's rolling out to head home. It's been a great weekend. Man, this is beautiful, isn't it, guys? Got boogieing on that jet ski over there. Good morning, Poppa-D riders. We're headed out to the historic Tapico Lodge for breakfast this morning. We were unable to go over to the Fontana Dam yesterday because of weather, so we're trying to squeeze it in on the way home. So I got Stacy and Terry, Don, Van, and Michael, the 6 of us going over here this morning to get breakfast. And then right now to the dam. And then after the dam, we're all going to kind of head our different paths back home. It has been an awesome weekend. We just said goodbye to Wood and all the other fellas. And ladies and gentlemen, man, it's just been an awesome time. I hope you guys have enjoyed the ride this weekend. But we're getting this day started. We're going to have a great day. I'll catch you guys a little bit later on. Hey guys, we're on Moonshiner 28, headed out to the Fontana Dam. Now slow down so we can collect this back together. We'll go in there. Man, if you ever have a chance to ride this road, it's a great road. It starts at the down, it comes down, I'll go all the way to South Carolina. It's almost a river here and all the way down to the Fontana Dam. It's one of my favorite sections of the ride. And check it out. Guys, we're at the base of Fontana Dam, and I was just talking about the lake level. So they released lake 2 days ago, and on the 9th. And the water's probably normally up to right there where you see the arch drop away. So it's up right here. And so that's how much this lake has dropped since they released the water downstream the other day. And I'll look around here and let you guys see. We're getting ready to drive up to the top of the dam here in a second and take a group photo. This is kind of our last hurrah with everybody together, because after this point, we're pretty much going our separate ways and headed home. It's been a great week. What you think, Mike?
Beautiful week.
This guy right here, man, he's phenomenal. He's not used to these curvy roads. I'm from Queens, New York. But, man, he's picked it up so well and doing great. He's going to keep getting better all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So if you ever have a chance, this little road is right off of Highway 28. It comes out to the base of the dam. It says Powerhouse Road, I believe. You should come check it out. But I don't remember seeing those diversion tunnels when I was out here. So,
I've been on by me working at Duke, Marshall, all the steam stations and stuff like this right here. I frequent them.
yeah.
So it didn't really, and I didn't even think about it. But like I said, I've been across that bridge 3-4 times coming up here. It's just never turned in here.
And I guess when they're actually doing power,
yeah,
the water's coming out from right here under the dam.
Sure. Yeah.
But like, you can probably almost find the water line by looking at the dam where the bottom is just colored. And so it's only up above those doors. And you can see where the vegetation stops. That's where the water would typically be. I'm glad I didn't have the big group up here in the rain and that road be closed. I mean, my heart broke when I come around the corner and saw it, yeah. trying to practice my trail braking, guys, as much as I can. I'm training my brain to use that front brake in these curves to plant that front tire and still be able to use the throttle. And it's different from how I've ridden before. So, but I tell you, you can feel the bike plant. And if you need to more, you squeeze the brake and lean, and you're in there tighter, and the bike's still planted, and you can still accelerate. So in the tight turns, it really makes a big difference than it does just slowing down and accelerating out, because the bike is actually planted into the curve. But if you haven't ridden like that, it takes practice. So I would suggest to do what I'm doing, is riding the roads slower than I would normally ride it, and practice that trail braking so that I can absolutely get my muscle memory to learn how to do this. So I'm already on the brakes. I planted the front. I got the throttle going, so I'm just in the brake right now, and I'm throttling at the same time. And I'm in there in my apex. If I need to go deeper, I can do that, and it goes deeper. That was a little brake and a more lean angle, and then I'm out. Come out of the apex and then plant it again. Come into the next one. And I'm gonna do this a little faster, but I'm on the brake, and I'm at the lean angle if I need more, a little more brake. Lean angle, a little more brake, and now I see the apex. I'm release it and kind of come out of it and use the whole curve. Kind of same thing. Now I'm on the brake, and I'm leaning, I'm turning. I'm actually got the throttle keeping me going, but the brake is keeping the throttle in check. That's trail braking. I'm not explaining it the way those guys can, so check out Traveling Tall, Robert Simmons, Pan It Forward's channel, Cycle Fanatics. They all have videos from where they went out to Arizona with Harley Davidson, and they were trained by the Harley racing team how to throw those STs around, and why trail braking is important for us as the everyday rider to learn and use, so we can maintain control of our bikes and not kill ourselves riding through a curve and over a mountain or into a cliff or whatever else. So many riders are getting killed in curves, and that's why that's all important. So you have to train your brain. Like I said, my foot's not even near my rear brake right now. It's on a highway peg, and I'm using the trail braking with my 2 fingers, because I can feel the bike. I can feel what it needs to do. You can feel that in your fingers and know when you put a little more pressure, when you let a little pressure out. Your fingertips are so much more sensitive than your foot. So even though these are linked brakes, using that front brake plants the front tire and keeps the pressure on the brakes all the way through, and you got good control of the bike. And I'm not doing this hard, guys, and you don't have to be driving like a race driver for this to work. It is something that will keep you safe, and I'm going through these curves actually just tooling around probably as fast as I normally would, except I normally would feel maybe a little angst, or like, oh, I hit that one a little too tight, and I got to slow way down. And when I was slowing down, I didn't have control of the bike as much as I do now. Maybe that might not make sense, but you feel the bike drifting across the yellow line, and you're trying to dive deeper, and you don't think you can get it deeper, and you dive in, and it scrapes the pegs or something like that. You don't want to scrape your pegs, man. Then you've gone beyond the lean angle, really, for the bike. It can lean further, but it's going to catch something and maybe cause you to high side or dump the bike and injure yourself. And I want you guys to be safe. So practice this trail braking when you get the opportunity. Train yourself as much as we need to practice our slow speed stuff. We need to practice these things too to maintain our stability when we're riding in curvy roads. And it doesn't have to be in the mountains, guys. Any place that you have curves that are tight that are going to challenge you like that, do it. I'm talking myself through this because I was thinking, you know, I can't do this here in North Carolina. It's not like when I'm somewhere else, but actually I can. I didn't do it on the Tail of the Dragon the other day because I wanted to ride it the way I always ride it. But actually, the next time I go over here, I'm going to try to trail brake on the Tail of the Dragon, and I'll probably talk about that a little bit. But anyhow, I've run my mouth enough about trail braking. We are headed home. We just left Fontana Dam, and we basically have said our goodbyes to everybody. The guys that rode out here to Fontana Dam with me this morning, we got to the dam and it was closed. You couldn't drive across it. But we visited there for a minute, and then we went and took our picture at a hog coin, stopped to get a Harley Hog Challenge coin, and we all said our goodbyes at that spot. I've got Don and Van. We're all headed in North Carolina on I-40 back to the east. So they're riding with me now. As far as we can connect together, everybody will peel off when they get to their respective stops. And then Terry and Stacy are headed to Tupelo, Mississippi tonight, so they got a long ways to go. But they're going there by way of Georgia because they're trying to get all these 50-state challenge coins, as many as they can. And so they want to get the Georgia one on this trip. So they're there. And then Mike's headed back to Queens, New York, but he's going to let me know when he gets to his hotel tonight. And we're all just boogieing home. If you came on this ride this weekend, guys, thank you so much. We had a blast. Thank you, Wood Jr., for suggesting that we invite people to come up here and ride with us. And I think we've got Wood over his fear of the mountains somewhat. And so now he's ready to come up here again. Maybe bring wifey next time. We'll see. But we've had a great weekend, guys. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you're aware whenever I put up new content. And come back and visit me from time to time. If you get a chance, go back and look at some of my archive and some of the videos I've made in the past. It really helps out the channel every time you do that. And I don't promote the channel enough because that's not really what I intended on doing this to begin with. But I'm getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I think it would be cool to get above 1,000 subscribers and figure out if I could buy a tank of gas from time to time and make a little bit of money on YouTube. But that's not why I started this channel. I want everybody to know that. And I'm still going to be me. And my fear is it'll start becoming a grind. And as always, God bless you and be safe out there.